Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today I'm back on that zombie drain train playing some Orzhov zombies in Historic Best of 3. Now last week I tried out the new Midnight Hunt zombies in an aggro mono black deck and it worked out pretty well. I was very impressed with all the new zombie cards, and I'm very happy to say that those cards slot very nicely into this Orzhov zombie list. Now, I don't want to talk about this entire list one more time. If you want to know more about it, I'll put a link in the description to the last video I made about the Orzhov zombies. I do want to talk about the 4 new cards in the list and how they interact with some of the other cards in the deck. So the first one is 4 copies of Champion of the Perished. This card straight up replaced the 4 copies that I had of Dread Wanderer in the deck. Dread Wanderer is great, however Champion of the Perished is a much bigger threat that the opponent needs to answer, or it's just going to run them over. And while they're busy answering the Champion of the Perished, I'm hoping that the other cards in the deck are going to, well, work on our main plan of draining the opponent down. Also playing 2 copies of the new Jadar. This is not a zombie, however, it is a zombie producing factory. It creates a decaying 2/2 black zombie token at the end step if I don't control any other creatures with decayed. Basically what this means is Jadar is going to create a zombie and I'm going to run it into the opponent. It's going to die after combat. It's going to maybe draw a card with the Undead Augur. That's pretty sweet. And then Jadar is going to make another decaying zombie, which is going to trigger the Champion of the Perished again, or trigger some of our drain zombies. Also playing 4 copies of Tainted Adversary. This has replaced the Diregraph Colossus in the deck. I love Diregraph Colossus, but it had one big problem: 3 CMC. 3 CMC doesn't exactly work very well with Return to the Ranks because it only cares about 2 CMC creatures or less. Well, Tainted Adversary fits that bill, and it's a 2/3 with Death Touch for 2. That's pretty good. Then it has the additional ability of creating even more zombies if we put an additional 3 mana into it, producing 3 bodies with 7 power and 8 toughness in, spread across them for 5 mana. That's some great value. Also, 3 bodies means 3 triggers on Champion of the Perished, 3 triggers on Corpse Knight, or 3 triggers on Wayward Servant, or even more if we have doubles of these cards on the field. The last card added to the deck is the Meat Hook Massacre. A friend recommended this one. At first, I was a little dismissive of it, but then I realized that it's actually a pretty flexible, awesome enchantment to have in our arsenal. We can put it out for just 2 mana. If it's out there for 2 mana, whenever one of our creatures dies, each opponent's going to lose 1 life. That's some great insurance against board wipes. Then maybe we do get in a position where we want a board wipe. Well, maybe we put like 2 extra mana in this for a total of 4 x2. All of our creatures get -2/-2, which means it's going to kill a vast majority of the creatures in our deck, but maybe the opponent's at like 4 or 5 life and we can drain them to kill them with that Meat Hook Massacre trigger. Then if an opponent's creature dies, we gain 1 life. That's a little bit of gravy to this card. Sometimes this deck can get into trouble because we're draining ourselves a little bit too much with things like Undead Augur and Cryptbreaker. Meat Hook Massacre can maybe get us back a little bit of life. Also, Wayward Servant gains us a little bit of life. Lands haven't changed. Sideboard has changed, and I think the sideboard is the area that still does need a little bit of tuning. I'm gradually fixing it. I have 4 copies of Thoughtseize, a little bit of hand disruption. I've gone up to 4 copies of Fatal Push, just in case the opponent has some nasty, troublesome creatures that we absolutely must remove. A little bit of Graveyard Hate with 3 copies of Leyline of the Void. 2 Soul Shatters, just in case Sarah's Emissary. And then also 2 copies of Meat Hook Massacre. There's one more down here. I want to know if this card's any good. I only have 1 copy in the main. I want to play around with it more, so that's why 2 copies in the side. Maybe we run into an opponent with a lot of removal, a lot of board wipes. Maybe I'll bring in the Massacres. So that is the list. I'm going to try it out and see how well it goes. See you over there. All right, Zombie Drain in Historic Best of 3. My goal for this video is to actually not miss lethal by not recognizing an area where I could drain the opponent somehow. In the last video that I put out, somebody pointed out a very neat little interaction where I could have attacked in. The opponent was at like 1, could have attacked in, they would have had to block the zombie, and then I could have brought that zombie back with Aghanim's Awakening. I'll put that comment up here somewhere. Don't want to miss anything else like that. What's going on with my graphics again? I've got a nice little platform for that creature. That's the first time I've seen that. All right, whole bunch of 2-drops in hand, so I guess I'll lead out with the Godless Shrine tapped, and then see what the opponent's up to. kind of want to get out the pseudo lords here so that I can start draining the opponents. Go with the Corpse Knight. It's typically a weaker... okay, good. I got a little worried there. It's the weaker of the two cards. Wayward Servant just gaining us 1 life and draining is just slightly better. Actually, remember, I can't remember if I talked about this. This was originally printed as a 2/3. Pretty cool. So, I think I'm going to go out with Jadar, see if they have anything to say about that. Unfortunately, Jadar doesn't... Oh, it does trigger with Corpse Knight. That's pretty cool. Wayward Servant, it doesn't trigger because Wayward Servant is only concerned with zombies. Okay, so they counter, meaning I can get in for 2. Thassa's Intervention. Counter target spell unless its controller pays twice X, and they put 1 into it. Okie doke. Well, they have a lot of choices. They should probably take the Wayward Servant. If they don't, I think I'm going Wayward Servant into Undead Augur. Okay. Yeah, this was a 2/3. Misprinted at one point. Would have been so sweet if it were still a 3. Tricky. I don't really want to go over the Corpse Knight because they know about the Wayward Servant. I was kind of hoping to keep that as an unknown. But this is fine. Hopefully I'm not running into Extinction Event. Oh my god, I just realized how horrible Extinction Event would be for our deck. We're playing just a whole bunch of 2-drops with Return to the Ranks, meaning we're not getting those back. Okay, so it's going to be Champion of the Perished, going to be Lazotap Reaver, Drain, 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 Pump Up. That's fun, isn't it? And now I'm kind of just wide enough that I could maybe just swing in on the opponent if they don't have a way of dealing with it. Meat Hook Massacre would be pretty fun. That's not great. Okay, Wayward Servant. A little bit more drain. Potentially. Opt for the opponent, okay? I have no idea what the opponent's on. I've never seen a deck like this. It's just Dimir control. A little bit of uniqueness to it. God Eternal Kefnet. It's a cool card. Did you find something that answers what's going on here? That's annoying. So, if I attack, they block here, and I get into 4 damage, which is not enough. So I don't really want to throw away the Champion of the Parish just yet. I'll hold off. This reminds me of like a standard deck with, obviously, Vraska's Contempt. Very big during my standard days. So, Tainted Adversary to the field. Let's see if this can end the game. If they let it resolve, it's good. One thing I really like about the Tainted Adversary is that you don't have to put that mana into it ahead of time. Okay, attack in, same thing. They block, they go down to 2. Do they have to block there? Could they block here? No, they have to block the Champion of the Parish. So, if I bring them down to 2, any zombie kills them. Okay, I'm fine with this. Alright, they need a big answer here, and we need a pretty good draw. There. That was the right choice. Yeah, so Tainted Adversary, you don't have to put that extra 3 mana into it, and even after maybe they kill it when it hits the field or something like that, I don't know where to go, you can still pay that extra 3. It still gets the 2 zombies into the field. It's just a really great way. It's a little bit busted, maybe? Okay, Thought Seizes are definitely coming in because I imagine the opponent's going to be bringing in some very, very nasty removal for us. I'm going to take out 1 copy of Jadar. I'm going to take out 1 copy of Return to the Ranks because I think they might have some kind of graveyard hate. 1 Gem Palm Polluter's out. Maybe it's just both Jadars. No, I like having at least 1. Okay. And 1 Champion of the Perished. Try like that. I'm really not sure about the sideboarding plan still. I did change up the sideboard quite a bit. I think like the main build of the deck is so tight that I have a hard time deciding what cards I actually want to take out. Okay. Keep it a little bit risky if they do have the Graveyard Hate, and that's not great. But still, turn 1, Champion, turn 2, Wayward Servant, hopefully drawing into something cool will be great. And then this can go on black, which is a good plan. Yeah. And they have the Heartless Act for Champion of the Parish, but Champion of the Parish can come back later on. This Return to Ranks might actually be very relevant at some point in this game. Ooh. They don't seem to have anything. So I'm definitely attacking in. Auto pass kind of helping me out there. And Ritual of Soot sucks, but at the same time, it's not that bad. So what do you have? Okay, cool. So next turn, Return to Ranks X3. We're bringing back the boys. Yes! This is so good. Love when it works out. 1, 2, 3. This seems pretty okay to me. What an outing for this deck. Oh boy. Next one. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get another performance like that out of this deck. That was a little bit too awesome. That being said, this hand looks okay. I'm so impressed with Undead Augur. I can't believe I was running just 3 in the original list. I think it's always got to be a 4 of. You know what? I think I'm going to go Reaver first, because that way I can attack in with them next turn when I put the Undead Augur out onto the field. If they want to block, drawing a card's going to be good. Nothing from the opponent, sure. Very nice sleeve there. I actually opened the Perforos one like this today from the Midweek Madness stuff. Don't forget to get your Midweek Madness codes. That is bizarre from the opponent. I would have definitely taken the Undead Augur, but they take the token, it's gone forever. Maybe that's what their logic was. Okay. Well, they can't kill my deputy or any of these with the deputies, so I just attack in. They block here. It's fine. We'll get 1 damage in. And Jadar plus Undead Augur. Now, if they have more exile stuff, for example, Skyclip Apparitions, more Deputy Detention, it's going to really suck with the Undead Augurs. But that's the risk you got to run. This looks, it's probably like a Bant Flicker list, Bant Coco. Hopefully not Collected Company. Only I want to play Collected Company. I don't enjoy playing against Collected Company. Okay, Knight of Autumn gaining life, maybe? Counters? Sure, it's fine. Okay. So, of course, the first thing I'm going to do is run this poor zombie into that Knight of Autumn. A little bit of a non-bow here with Tainted Adversary and Jadar, but that's okay. If I put out the Tainted Adversary and make 2 Decaying Zombies, Jadar is not going to help us out. It doesn't matter what they do here. Doesn't matter. No, that really sucks. Oh, wow. That really sucks. So is my plan different now? Do I Gem Palm? No. Okay. Opponent outplaying me hard. Just so happened that they have Exile. Exile's definitely going to be something that's very annoying. I guess they ephemerate. I don't know. They could ephemerate the Deputy again, give me back the Augurs, take the Decayed, but that seems like a bad idea to me. Yeah, they agree. Yeah, no longer feel very good about my position. It did feel good, but Deputy is definitely going to be a house to deal with. In the sideboard, definitely have Fatal Push, but I don't know if that's actually going to be enough. They're hovering over the Champion of the Parish, making me think they have a way of dealing with it. I'm going to attack it with both of these. Just so Jadar can make another zombie and I can... Yeah. That's fine. Let's cycle this. 5 damage. Terrible. Okay, might be hosed here with this Collected Company. Vesper Lark. I see. Gonna hold the swamp and grow the champion. It's got to get huge, but they're definitely gonna have a way of getting rid. Obviously, they already have a way of getting rid of it. Man, the opponent's deck is super cool. What's going on? Is this just like a Risen Wreath by itself? I think that's an elemental, actually. Huh. Spirit, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I think this game's going to just kind of grind to a halt, because I don't... One thing about these decks is they don't tend to have a whole lot of aggression. What do I want? Meat Hook Massacre would be pretty awesome. Do it for X3. Okay, Swamp, just as good. May as well do this. Maybe I should be going in with my Tainted Adversary. But they just block it with the Knight of Autumn, I suppose. Okay. Ouch. Well, down to 8. So they're not super safe. Also a little unfortunate that I haven't found any Drain Zombos. Okay. So what do they take? Jadar, maybe? They decide to take my Perished. My Perished has perished. I don't have anything in the grave for Vesper Lark, but it does trigger both the Risen Reeves. Reeves? Well, you're a little late. Still, not terrible. Because at the very least, I get to drain them for 1. And then Meat Hook Massacre is still maybe a thing. If I can get to it. Alright, so the opponent just kind of has her number, as it were. Oh boy. Do I have like a little sweaty emote? Give him a wave, I guess. Oh no. Okay, we'll see what the next card is. I think this is very much over. I guess we'll block here. Yeah. I think the opponent kind of got their dream matchup is what's happening here. And that's super cool, cycling the Collected Company and the Timeless Witness. Give me something good. It's not... Okay. I shouldn't be hasty, because it's still possible that... Do they have 4 mana? No. So they were going to Collected Company me. it's still possible that I can get rid of this zombie and draw, again, a Meat Hook Massacre, the fun of, X3, still on the table. This is rude. This is the rudest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's not fair. That's cheating. Everything about that is cheating. Hello, Fatal Push. Yeah, Massacre. That's what I want. Brutal. Okay, I don't think they're going to have any Graveyard Hate. We'll take out one Jadar, one Gem Palm Polluter. I think Champion of the Parish is a little bit in this one. It's never going to be able to keep the counters on it. Do I just go down all of them? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Maybe that's wrong. I'm not sure. A little embarrassing, isn't it? That performance there. The Orzhov zombie deck's good. I promise. I promise it's good. Okay. So maybe the plan is going to be looking for a blowout with this. Thing is when its creature dies, I don't really get to benefit from that very much. Unless I'm the one killing them. They're going to exile everything. Okay. Just get out with 2 Tainted Adversaries and get blown out by Deputy of Detention, but at least I can do this. Boom. Called it. It'd be really nice if I could have done that. Okay, double Meat Hook. So if they have another Deputy, I draw a land. I could Meat Hook for 3, get rid of the Deputy, and get my adversaries back. Come on, 2 toughness creatures. Yes! Do I attack? Do I attack first? I think I do. There's no way they... that's annoying. Actually, Vesperlark's really annoying, right? Because they get Deputy back and take that. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. They didn't do anything. No play yet. Maybe we can get into a position where they Deputy Detention again, I can Fatal Push, and then that time I can pay the 3 mana. Okay. Really? Come on, man. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna kill the Vesperlark now. They can get the Deputy Detention back, I guess. Get a couple of tokens, some 2/2s. Okay. Doing all I can here. They might have a Deputy to just eat these illusions, though. I wasn't paying attention to the animation. I'm gonna have to look at that in editing and decide if I think it was cool or not. Vesperlark evoked to get the Deputy back. So Vesperlark plus Deputy, pretty devastating. Yeah. That is not fun. Yeah. Okay. No white source, so I guess we're kind of stuck. Holding on to this Meat Hook Massacre. Can do it X4 next turn and maybe get some extra value from this collected company they'll cast. Okay. Just a 1. Still, good position for the opponent. They get to get that Coco back and recast the Coco. Wow. I really like what's going on there. Is this a... It's a 60 card deck, okay. Okay, pass. Let them collect a company. Gotta let them build a big board and try to blow them out with the second Massacre. Haven't seen this too often, but sure. Pretty good thing to be bouncing. It's an elemental, so it triggers there too. Super, super fine with them doing that. It was not getting any value. Play something else. Oh. What? What? Deck, why? Why have you done this to me? Okay, it's like Spell Pierce or something. Alright. Oh no, how many collected companies do I have to deal with? Yeah. This Eternal Witness is 4, yeah, okay. So at least I can't hit the Timeless Witness with the collected company. I'd be miserable. Ugh. Ugh, opponent. Leave me alone. I'm dead. What an engine. This doesn't help. Definitely doesn't help matters. But like all of this, it's so much value and they don't even attack in. Next turn they'll bash my face in, but I want to give up. But the Undead Augur kind of gives me a little bit of hope. Oh, they're going to take it with a Skyclave Apparition. That's what's going to happen here. They're going to go fish for it. It's a deputy. Oh, they might take the token. I wouldn't if I were them, but... Okay. They made the right choice. Give them the hearts. Absolutely dunked on. Like, not even close. GG's. Opponent. Ouch. Play one more. Alright. No more of that. We got a rebound. Actually, I thinking back now, one of my friends went up against that kind of deck and immediately conceded. I was watching him play. And I asked him, I said, well, why did you concede just so quickly? And he said to me, isn't that what people do against that deck? Just concede because it's pointless to play against it? And, you know what? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Alright, so we're going to get bashed down quickly. Ooh, opponent has a pretty plains. Very, very nice. We're going to get bashed down. This is going to be huge board. Guess I just got to kind of race them. I'm not racing that, though. Holy moly. Okay. Just got to stay alive. Next turn can double spell, get a lot of drain. But the opponent had kind of the not-so draw. Okay. Am I blocking? Yeah. That's good. That's fantastic. So I think I still need to put out one Reaver. Just so I have something that I can throw in front of the opponent's attackers. I don't want to throw these in and then next turn kill them if I survive. Oh no. Do I have to put a Wayward Servant in front of... Well, we'll see how they attack. Okay, so all information is on the field. Ah. Good. Alright. Easy. No problem. This zombie drain's good. I didn't even drop below 20 life. It's fine. I think. A little bit of BM here, I guess. Getting that extra drain. I didn't need to. Or did I? No, I did need to do this. Technically, I did. Alright, Fatal Push. Coming in. Meat Hook Massacre seems... well, I'm going to lose a lot of creatures. They're going to be smashing in. I'm going to be sacrificing my creatures. But maybe I don't need it. We'll get rid of a Jadar. We'll get rid of one Gem Palm. One Return to Ranks. Maybe one Perished. Because I think their creatures are just going to be way bigger than my creatures. The only way I get through this is with the Drain. I think. Maybe I should have taken out all the Return to the Ranks, actually. Because they're not going to kill my stuff, are they? I think I have to keep this hand. Just because of the Fatal Push, I need to get rid of that early game Arcbound Ravager. Okay. Opponent on one land. It was very tempting there to push the Arcbound Mauser. Is that how you say that? Just because I know they're stuck on one. Okay. Alright. Brutal. That was pretty vicious. Okay. A nice Fatal Push. Oh, put all your counters on it. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh... Now I realize how that works. This is so broken, right? Because it just never stops. Huh. Uh-oh. I was excited for no reason. I don't like putting it on that, but I think I have to. And we'll put out the Reaver. And maybe this Meat Hook Drain is actually what's going to help me win. Oh, the opponent splurged for that. Does that look nice? I don't know. I opened some packs in paper. I wish I had the cards here. The lands look so nice in paper. Attack. Okay, good. I like that attack. That was a lot of life they gained. I forgot that they would gain life from the Conclave Mentor, but just have to work through it. It's fine. Opponent, this Ozolith is going to do so much work. It's, you know, 2 life or 2 mana. They're really holding on still. Really, really amazing. So put 4 counters. How does Ozolith read? At the beginning of combat on your turn, if Ozolith... Oh, it's just at the beginning of combat. Okay. fine. Just want to draw a couple of cards here. Land, Wayward Servant, perfect. We'll do this. Oh, maybe this is correct, actually. I was thinking I should have done it the other way to grow the champion, but I think I value the drain more than I value this champion getting counters on it. And now, they're going to have a hard time attacking. They're going to... That's okay. I can bring it back if I want to. Yeah. This card's just too annoying. I don't know. If this game went longer, I think the opponent may have actually turned it around. That's a very cool build of Hardened Scales. I tried messing around with it myself, and I never really did anything more. But, yeah, I don't know. The opponent may have had me. Doesn't matter. We get the victory. Wrap up. All right, so the Zombie Drain plan is certainly still powerful. Some of those games showcased it so incredibly well. Yeah, we can get in for some damage here and there, but goodness gracious, when we do get a couple of these on the field, we're producing so many bodies. Meat Hook Massacre, very impressed with it. Not so impressed with it when the opponent has a ton of exile, but I would say that that matchup is probably one of the worst matchups we could possibly run into. Things like Deputy Detention and Skyclave Apparition are absolute houses against this deck. I think it's tight. Everything feels so good in it. Tainted Adversary feels great. Champion of the Parish, love it. Jadar, always impressing me. I can't believe how awesome Jadar is. So I'm pumped for this deck. I think it's fantastic. The sideboard is where I'm not really sure. If you have some advice for how to mix up the sideboard, I would love to read it in the comments. Please let me know your thoughts on that. Right now, I think it's suitable, but I'm not really sure if it is the ideal build of it. Still, I think this zombie deck is actually better than the mono black zombie deck. It's certainly more powerful. I guess the next area to explore with zombies might be with Golgari zombies featuring Collected Company, although I feel like that's just another variant of the Lord's deck, and I'm not too excited about that one. And then the other one is maybe Dimir zombies. There are a lot of Dimir zombie cards or blue zombies that I haven't really explored ever, so might be something there, but I'm going to have a hard time moving away from Zombie Drain because I just think it's so delightful to play. Check it out if you can. And you know what? I know I'm going to delay a little bit, but how's the budget on this one? Probably not great. Quite a few uncommons. Everything on Arena is so expensive, right? Okay. Yeah, it's not even close to being budgety. So I guess if you are committed to zombies, you could maybe justify crafting some of these cards. But yeah, it's a tough one. Anyways, that's it for today. Take care. See you in the next one.